One of the hidden gems in college football, Merlin Olsen Field at Maverick Stadium in Logan, Utah. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Boise State Broncos and the Utah State Aggies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the Broncos head coach before the game. Coach said his message to the team this week is we have got to play every single game like it's a playoff game. They have done well in the conference so far, and he wants to continue that dominance. But consistency is the key. He keeps telling his team we just have to go 1-0 this week to keep that consistent approach going. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Out of the chute. Quick toss to the right. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in zones. You got to get him involved.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Riley. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25. Give him 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeps it moving. It's Riley. Turning it on. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Broncos are moving quickly down the field. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
He'll pull it down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Looking downfield, it's Madsen. Uncorks it. Got his man. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
2nd down to the air. Here comes the heat. He's got it. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Man, these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting 3 and starting this game off on the right foot.
So Utah State's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes the junior quarterback to get things into gear. Everybody wants to make big plays, but he's got to take them when they're available and not force things. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. put the hit stick upside his head. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. On the ground, it's Jacobs. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. All right, guys, let's chat a little Utah State. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
They booted away on fourth down. Trying to make one miss. He's got great speed. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield. He does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about. And early on, they don't have an answer for him.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns. Because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away. Got to have some kind of an answer, man. First of all, maybe not run towards his side. Secondly, maybe we double team him. But there's got to be a plan, because when you get near him, bad things happen for your offense.
Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. We've reached the end of the period. Boise State has the lead, and we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Motion from the back. Back to pass, it's Hillstead. Left side, it's Jacobs. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the gun, it's Jacobs. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave him.
He's going to look for a man on third and short. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looking for room. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Turns up, it's Riley. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down.
Well, one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Takes the handoff. It's Riley. Breaks into the open. Pass to 6. He's at the 10, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Boise State.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play. Let's take just a second and talk about Utah State. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David. And when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
That whole building gets excited because transfer portal is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the transfer portal.
To the air, it's Hillstead. Makes the grab. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver. Just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on the slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Running inside. It's Jacobs. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. 2nd down, going to throw it. Out wide left, it's Garcia. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Wants to throw one first. Got his man. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. Back to pass, it's Hillstead. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Aggie. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. On the move from inside his 5. They tried to get the wall set up for him. Not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
He now has 111 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Timeout taken by Boise State. Second time they've stopped the clock here in the half. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. Oh, pressure's coming. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. RPO complete. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Under pressure. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. Just about set to get this second half underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Guys, I caught up with the Aggies head coach at the half. The message of his speech was, I've got to get the running back more involved. They trust him. He's been terrific, but they haven't gotten him enough carries. He said, I've got one guy in the booth upstairs who is tracking how many times our running back touches the ball. That is the most essential part of getting back in this game. Get the rock to the guy who can make the biggest difference.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Making his first move. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly roll.
Here on the Broncos sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Right back to the well. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Following that last play, we have a Bronco that is slow to get up. The Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Riley. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they're going to have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Moving out to the right. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Looking for a man. It's Madsen. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing.
Headed to the end zone. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Broncos.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. And you saw it right there.
And he's going to bring, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Hey, as a return guy, you know that you're going to get popped. You know you've got guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job of ball security.
Looking for space. It's Riley. Finding some room. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
And this place was going nuts, man, with that kickoff return. And you thought they were going to score, but they make a tackle on special teams. And now this defense, a real opportunity to gain some momentum back. Big third down. Don't let them in the end zone. Special teams didn't do.
And he's in. Touchdown, Broncos! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. There's no question this team is reeling, down 28-7, and they have to find a way to get a score on the board with this drive. Nice move there. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Handoff to the lone back. Looking for a crease. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Sells the run, looking to pass. Wide open downfield. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally 2 guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
Final game of the regular season, just waiting on this clock to run out. Let's check out the top 12 scoreboard right now. All of these teams fighting for playoff spots, and this is what you want to do when you're in the hunt. Finish a game like these guys have done. One more quarter to play. It might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They go back to work in the final period of this one. To the ground. He's got it again. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On the option. Now the toss. Not able to get outside. They tried to run wide, and they got nothing. It'll be 4th down.
And I like what this offense did. They run the option. They're good at it. They read it. They run the pitch. They get some positive yards. But more importantly, they set up a 4th and really short. They're successful in these situations most of the time.
Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Right, here we go. Looking for a gap. It's Riley. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. And the Broncos, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
This time, they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. The run inside. It's Goff. They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. The Broncos will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Out wide right, it's Garcia. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because You need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
Looking for the edge. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
Just barely got rid of it.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Quarterback keep. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Trying to pick up a first down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. There he goes. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy voters, they're watching this one.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. Pulls it. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Broncos! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0. And he puts through the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.